first individual qualifying tournament for Ohio Bass Nation state team for next year. It's at Rocky Fork. Practice didn't go real well. Only had maybe 5 bites all day. Really never got on anything. Just really trying to locate some areas where fish may be, and found one area. Had 3 quick bites in succession there. So with nothing else going on, I ran ahead and started there first thing in the morning. I had Brian Mallet as my partner, and so we ran around the point there, and you come out of the North Shore ramp and just hang a right, that first big curve on the right hand side on the North Shore. Way back in the back there's a little cove, or it was just a little bay back in there. I had a reedy point come out, some about 3-4 foot of water on one side, about 1-2 foot on the other, and that's where I had my bites off the weeds. Throwing a swim jig, quarter-ounce swim jig, white, and so first thing in the morning I didn't do anything right there. Just come around there, went back in this little curve, come back out, and fishing the opposite bank there. And headed back out towards the lake, and there's about 4 or 5 sets of dots there. So we just took our time right down through there. We knew there was a little bit more deeper water right there, so we were flipping, pitching, plastics, a jig. I actually had a 3/8 ounce green pumpkin jig with the rage crawl, and I think Brian had a quarter-ounce jig, small jig, green pumpkin. And so we going down through there, and about the first 10 feet we hit that bank, Brian caught a nice keeper, good keeper, 14-inch fish. So we're going down, and really nothing. We go around the dock, and then we pitched up against some river weeds there, roto willows, and I had one. It was probably about 3.5 pounds, 3 3/4 or 3.5 pounds. That was a nice fish. I was stoked for the first fish of the day. It was about 7:30. I thought, okay, this is going to be a good day. We just take it easy. Just get your 5 bites today, and hopefully there'll be good fish. Fishing the way we were fishing, flipping, and boy, I could not get another bite down through there for the longest time. And I bet it was 12:30 before I got another bite. And the only way I saw that bite was I was fishing some grass, and I was flipping some grass and throwing spinnerbaits through there and whatnot. And I had a jig on, and a fish busted surface about 20 feet away from the boat. So I immediately pitched over right where he busted the surface, and he nailed it right away. And so I got that, and it was just a keeper, 12.5-inch fish. And then nothing. I did not get another bite. I could not generate bites. Probably should have gone to a smaller jig. I don't know. I mean, these things play mind games on you, and I really felt good going into this tournament. Normally, I don't want to have a really good practice, because practice doesn't win you anything. All you're trying to do is locate fish. So, and I did that, and I located one spot, one area, but then I didn't have any other areas to go to that I felt comfortable with. And along with that, we had a pretty stout west wind coming right down the middle of the lake, and it roughed up didn't rough up the lake. I mean, it was just hard to fish the main lake stuff, the pockets and whatnot, because the wind was just coming right down through there. And then you had your pleasure boaters, which, those are just excuses. But I never really settled into anything after I caught that good fish first thing in the morning. I really thought I was going to get some fish. And we went back to that particular bank 2 more times during the day, being a little bit deeper water, 10, 11 foot out in front of the dots there, hoping that thinking maybe the fish might move up and feed, and they didn't. It's the strangest thing. I mean, you have a really good start, and you have to have a good start in these tournaments, and you have to have a good fish, and I had that. I just could not generate other bites to get me through the day, to keep up that intensity. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I fished hard, but at the end of the day, I was pretty disappointed with what I had because, well, actually it took over 16 pounds to win. Now, the guy that caught the 16 pounds, Kyle Waller, he caught them fishing offshore, cranking ledges, what ledges he could find. He said he had 4 or 5 of them. Only 2 of them had fish on them. So that's why he was fishing, and congrats to him, because he was one of the very few that was doing that, and he did a great job, and I congratulate him on that. However, I really, really thought that I would be able to muster up 9, 10 pounds. If I had the bites, I probably could have. I had just under 5 pounds and 2 fish. So right there, you get 3 more keepers, you're going to be right there. And then, you get another decent fish. Get another decent fish, another, 3-pounder or better. And, but by the same token, you're fishing to win, because I had no way of really catching them to get on the state team through the points, with just 2 tournaments counting for the points. My Indian Lake tournament was just awful. I mean, I finished 27th, and that just surprises me. Indian Lake is one of those lakes that I love to fish grass. I love to take my time and pitch it and punch it and flip grass with, braided line, whatnot, and I don't know, that lake just gets me every time, and I don't know why. I get fishing pressure. It's one of the heaviest fish lakes in Ohio right now, especially western Ohio. It is the pressured lake. In western Ohio, we don't have that much water, but by the same token, why I can't catch fish on Indian? I mean, I don't know what it is. I tried to find some stuff, and I tried to find some stuff that was not community holes, but in the end, I caught 4 fish, and I caught 4 fish in the community holes. Now, they were just barely keepers, but I guess that's what you got to do, is you got to fish the community holes. I don't know. I just don't get that lake at all. And I go to Florida specifically to go fish grass every year, and I just can't get my mind wrapped around that, what's going on there. But anyways, Rocky Fork was a good tournament. I had a really good start, and I felt good all day. I felt good the night before. Got up early, relaxed, got everything situated, and it just didn't work out. And that's okay. I mean, that's fishing, and that's part of the game. But I really, really would like to make the state team at least one more time. At least one more time. I mean, it's just, I don't care so much about the money as I do getting on the state team. And even winning a tournament, getting that plaque. I mean, that's just, I remember back in 2013, I won that Chiefs Cup Classic, and that was that was unbelievable. That just really the highlight of my OBN career. But we're going to get back out there. We're not going to quit. We're going to get back out there, and we're going to get retooled up and figured out what's going on. But there again, it was a good tournament. I mean, I have to say it. I was disappointed, but yet I was okay with it. I just didn't get on them. And with 1 day practice, maybe I need more time, but with 1 day practice, I tried not to run the lake around too much, but even at the end, I still ran from one end to the other 3 or 4 times that day, and I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's hard to explain. I mean, it's Ohio fishing, and so anyhow. We're gonna get ready for the Buckeye Lake tournament coming up in a week from Saturday. So try to get some momentum going and get some confidence going in some of the things I do. Yeah, we're gonna fish Buckeye Lake next, and then I think after that is Alum Creek. We do have one more chance to make the state team through the club championship on Alum Creek. I think the top 3 teams make the state team. So Alum Creek right now, I'm sure, is flooded with all the flooding and raining we've had, and so it's going to change the complexity of the tournament a little bit. But anyhow, we'll talk to you all later, and we're gonna go after them. See ya. Bye.